What's up, sports to the bone family? Good evening. Hope everybody's doing okay. Welcome to another live show. Yeah, man, and this one should be great. We have some good news to celebrate. We have actually won the T20 series against Australia, so we have that to talk about, and we have, you know, some football news also. The Reggae Boys actually won their first game last night against Suriname in the opening of the Gold Cup. So we're gonna be talking about a lot of things, guys. But as you can imagine, we're gonna dive down into the cricket first. Sing in the house, big up yourself. He's saying great series. As soon as you come on, guys, just like up the live so persons can know that we're on. If you notice from the other day, we're not getting a lot of persons like before, not sure what is happening. Yeah, man, a lot of persons tend to come on a little bit late. So I don't know if they're not getting the notifications as you come on, you just like live, or if you can tell somebody to join. Yeah, man. So as I was saying, guys, the West Indies, they have managed to secure the T20 series against Australia, and that in itself, very good achievement. Also, the females, the West Indies females, they have secured the series against Pakistan. Yeah, man, they have secured the series against Pakistan, and we are definitely proud of them. You understand? Because at the end of the day, my viewers and subscribers, we are working with both the males and the females. So we are indeed happy to see the females doing well. I think it was Matthews that got 100 yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So they are leading the ODI series, the 5-match ODI series 3-0 after securing the T20 series. So the girls are doing pretty well. Also, Christopher Henry Gale, guys. Yeah, man, we have been giving him some sticks from the other day. Rightfully so, in my opinion. My opinion won't change unless situation change. You understand? My opinion is my opinion. Yeah, man, but we are indeed happy to see that the Universe Boss got some runs last night, and we are hoping that going forward he will be able to continue performing. All right, Contact 20 says since the series is wrapped up, we need to give O'Shane Thomas, Lewis, Akil Hussein, and Pollard a chance. All right. Next comment says Sports to the Bone. Good evening. Yeah, man. Good evening. Yeah, Contact 20. I was thinking that with this series now wrapped up, Fidel Edwards is out injured. McCoy seems to be struggling. So O'Shane Thomas, it would be nice to see O'Shane Thomas get a game or two to show us where he's at. Because at the end of the day, we definitely want to be firing on all cylinders when it is time to take the field in the World Cup. So it would be nice to have O'Shane Thomas going out there. You understand? Kevin D. Yeah, man, Kevin D. Good evening. Big up, Kevin D say I want O'Shane Thomas to play. Yeah, man, and that's what we have been saying. Kevin, the mere fact that we would have secured the series, Fidel Edwards is injured. Obed McCoy, I think he can be given a little bit of rest, seeing that he is not 100. And let O'Shane Thomas come in and show us what he's worth. Initially I was saying that it's going to be rough to have O'Shane Thomas and Sheldon Cottrell playing at the same time, seeing that we are not sure what the forms are like. But I guess we are out of options because Edwards is injured and McCoy isn't 100% fit. So it is the right time to give O'Shane a look in, seeing that we would have wrapped up the series. All right, Jacob say good afternoon, Sports to the Bone. Congratulations to the West Indies men teams. I love how Gale Storm come out strong. Yeah, man, it was indeed refreshing to see Chris Gale making some runs last night. It's been a long time coming, and we definitely appreciate him for turning up last night and playing a vital role in us securing the series. You understand? Tomlinson said good evening. Chris Gale innings shot. Yeah, man. Garfield, it was a brilliant innings from Christopher Henry Gale. Vintage Gale, as they would say. You understand? And we are indeed happy to see the Universe Boss hitting some ball out there. Kevin D say he need game time. show himself. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think you're talking about Oshane Thomas. So that's what I'm saying. With the series wrapped up, I am thinking that it would be nice to give Oshane a look in. All right, Contact 20 say you begged Gale for runs last night and he delivered. That's good. I don't mind being wrong if it benefits the team. Exactly, exactly. And it's not all. It's not being. I share the same sentiment. Contact 20. It's not all about being right or wrong. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me whether I get the predictions right or wrong. Once West Indies win, I am good with that because that is the ultimate satisfaction to see the team win. You understand? And that is it with social media, guys. You see, you throw an opinion out there, but sometimes it is not recommended to argue with people because if people can look into it and say that boy, a man has been playing for a long stretch and he's not performing, and there are others there to get an opportunity. If them can't see through that, then it not really worth my time arguing with them. You understand? So I share the same sentiment. Contact 20. And funny enough, Chris Gayle is actually the first cricketer that I have met. You understand? I remember going to high school. He actually visited my high school and I met him and I was talking to him while I was playing. I used to play for my school back then. So there is no way possible I could have anything against Chris Gayle. So, people, you meet some weird people on the internet, peeps. Kevin D said in IG, I seen the Australian fans want Finch to drop. I said they want drop in captain. All right, Tracy, emphatic win for both men and women. This is almost perfect that the series is won for both whitewash on the cards, maybe. Yeah, man. It would be nice. It would be nice, Trey. It would definitely be nice. Matthew Parchment say, I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. Adnarayan as a backup, and we will upset these big teams at the World Cup squad. All right. So why I say Matthew Parchment, Adnarayan as a backup, but what if he does not? What if he does not give up himself? That's a whole different ball game if he not give up himself. Garfield said Chris Gayle deal with Zampa away and him do a great job. Drop Obed McCoy and bring Thomas. All right. Let us fix it up, Garfield. We don't want to use the word drop for a man like Obed McCoy that has been playing so well. Let us say rest Obed McCoy. That is when we use the word rest. You understand? When a man is not performing, we say rotate him out or drop him. But a man like Obed McCoy, we're going to say rest him. Then, but yeah, man, Garfield, I share the same sentiment, Let Obed McCoy come in and let Oshane Thomas come in and give us, show us what he's capable of. Matthew Parchment says, Sports to the bone. Now that we have one, do you think Wendy should give Oshane and Akil Hussein a chance? Yeah, man, Matthew, that's what I was saying a little earlier. Seeing that we have managed to secure the series and Obed McCoy, seems as if he's not fully fit. Rest him. And also, what's his name? Fidel Edwards is injured. So it's a good time to give Oshane Thomas a run in or a look in, and we maybe can give Akil Hussein a chance once again. You understand? We don't want to break down the team totally, but it would be nice to see those two guys getting some game time. All right. Jacob say, I believe West Indies team will whitewash Australia. How they bat in the last two games. I believe we can work with these boys at World Cup because West Indies team can show up anytime with the bat. Yeah, man, Jacobs, I definitely agree with you. At any given time, at any point in time, West Indies can definitely show up and dominate any team. You understand? So I definitely share that sentiment, Jacobs. Tyrone say, good evening, Sports at the Bone, and all the viewers. Congratulations to West Indies for securing a T20 series. Big up to the universe, boss. Universe. Well, he's saying universal, but universe, boss. Yeah, man. Tyrone. We had already sent shout out to Christopher Henry Gale. He really came to the party last night. We were requesting some runs from him, and he indeed gave us some runs. And we're happy that we're able to secure the series. Contact 20 say, I don't mind losing the last two games now. Once we give everyone in the squad a chance, It's about finding the right combinations. Now, if we win 5-0, if it wouldn't matter. Sorry about the nice guys. Apparently, they are cutting down something over there with the power saw. All right. So yeah, contact 20. I definitely would like to see a couple of the other guys get a chance. Namely O'Shane, to see where he's at. Matthew Parchment say, I think they should rest Polly and make Puran get the series and rest Polly as he has CPL after the remaining 11 games. No man, everybody have CPL, All of them in the team basic. I should think most of them have CPL. So if you're going to rest one man solely on the basis of CPL, then you would have to rest other. Or you mean that because Pollard, is partially injured, you want him to get a total recuperation so he can go into the CPL. I would understand it from that point of view. Matthew say, let's now put pressure on Fletcher. He gets one boundary and out. Yeah, man, I was one of them that was calling for him to come into the squad. He has gotten two games and he hasn't fired. So I am hoping that he will be able to do something, because the Spice Man is somebody that I really like as a cricketer. Yeah, man, I definitely want to see him tee off. So hopefully he will come good if he gets a chance in the next game. All right. Garfield say Fabian Allen take a brilliant catch last night, and Fabian Allen on the live. Garfield is saying Fabian Allen take a brilliant catch just last night, and Fabian Allen on the live. Not sure if you are saying that he's on this particular live, but I are his live. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're saying. Clarify that one for me, Garfield. But yeah, man, it was indeed a brilliant catch by Fabian Allen. That shows good anticipation, awareness, because seeing somebody like a Dwayne Bravo settling underneath a catch, he could have lapsed in judgment and say, all right, Bravo is going to have this covered, but at least he was alert enough, and the ball spilled out of Bravo's hand, and as we all would have seen, Fabian Allen was able to grab onto it. So kudos to him. And I must say, shout out to Hayden Walsh Jr., somebody that I have been asked, not only me, but a lot of the viewers have been asking to the selectors to give him a chance, or the coaches and the captain to give him a chance, but nothing ever happens before time. And I think he is now the leading wicket taker in the series for us. He got 3 in the first game, I think 3 in the second one, and 2 in the next one. So if my math serves me right, that's around about 8 wickets thus far. So that's very nice. Quincy say, good evening, Sports to the Bone. Good series win. I always enjoy your content. Yeah, man, Quincy, very, 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 very nice to see the guys going out there and taking the series. Been a while since we have managed to win a series against Australia. Maybe I didn't do any research, but maybe off the top of my head, it would have been in the maybe the mid-90s when we would have lost a white ball series against them, if I'm not mistaken. Kevin D said to bring back Narayan, need to see if the conditions favor off spin, because he is past his prime, and I'm not in favor of bringing back Narayan. All right, this is my thing where Narayan is concerned, guys. I definitely want him to prove himself. I wouldn't just bring him back and put him in the 11. You understand? Or give him a space in the team over somebody that has been working. We had reached out to him in the Sri Lanka series, in the South Africa series, and he was saying that he was not ready, and he wanted to use the IPL to start to work on his action, get himself confident once again. And I can't beat a man for that. That did not happen. So I doubt he's confident enough to come back in my team right now. That is where I stand on him. All right, I'm working on the comments, guys. Just give me a second. All right, Matthew Parchman say, yes, make Polly get some rest and get fully fit and not partially fit. That I mean, so he doesn't worsen it. Yeah, man, Matthew. I definitely agree. if they are not able to say, if they are not able to say, if they are not able to say yes, if they are not able to say yes, he's fully fit, then let him get some rest. Garfield is saying add him on the live. I think I think he's talking about Allen. I'm not see, he's not in the comment section, that is for sure. You know, if he's in the comment section, as everybody know, that you will just click the description and you will see the link, and once you click the link, then I will be able to add you, Garfield. You understand? This is a live feed. The link is in the description below. I don't know him personally, so I am unable to send him a personal message to come on the live. But if he's here, you know, then it would be simple to click the link and then come in. Matthew Parchment say Fabian Allen is just a complete package. He can go on to be one of our best. Well, I want to tell you, Matthew Parchment, you see, it's just that he's not getting a lot of opportunity to bat for long overs, but I am thinking that right now he's up there already, you know, Matthew. Where his feeling is concerned, I hear Darren Ganga, I hear Badger and a couple more guys saying that he would have overtaken maybe Russell, Bravo, and Pollard, and we know that those guys are no simpletons when it comes down to feeling. But you know, the Bravo is not as fit as he once was. But I'm telling you guys, Fabian Allen is definitely a good outfielder. He's doing well with the ball also, and you know, I'm thinking if he gets some more opportunity with the bat, then he will definitely get in some runs. So we want to big up Fabian Allen, you know. All right. Jacob is saying, I am so sorry for not congratulating Pooran for first how he captained the team. I love how the old guys help to set the feeling, and the coach to without them we cannot win the series. Yeah, man. What's his name? Pooran is definitely to be congratulated. He is leading by example. He's doing what needs to be done. I mean, we are all watching the games, and you know, once we understand cricket, we can see what is happening. You know, he's the captain, but we can see exactly what is happening, and we are really happy to know that the senior players are helping him out and helping him to grow. Because at the end of the day, the senior players are only going to be able to play for so much longer, and you know, Pooran and those guys will definitely need, you know, definitely be leading the team in the future. All right, and Gambino say Gary Sobers said Sherman Hetmeyer will be the next great West Indies batsman. The potential is there, you know. So once the attitude and the application is there, then it's a possibility. And we have to make sure, we have to remember about injuries. You know, that is the next thing that tend to affect a lot of batsmen, injuries. But once all is equal, once he continues to develop, once his mind is at the right place, then Sherman Hetmeyer, you know, he can definitely become one of the well, a world class, you know. All right, Matthew is saying O'Shane Thomas ago come back and shock people like Aiden Walsh can bet any money. Yeah, Matthew, I mean, he has been out for so long, must be very hungry in the sense that, you know, his contracts were taken from him. So the fact that he's getting a look back in, I am hoping that he will shock us. You understand? And you know, it's a good problem to have, guys, with some pace bowlers coming in. Excuse me a second, guys, please. All right. Contact 20 says, sports to the bone. Do you think Hetmeyer will feel bad not captaining the Guyana side? Given he was winning World Cup, he was the winning World Cup captain at the under 19 level. I guess Pooran has matured faster than him. Yeah, man, I remember tackling this question a couple nights ago, Contact 20. Him captaining the under 19 team to success doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, fast forward, what is it, about 5 years now? About 5 years, he would still be the most mature or the best person to captain. You know, people's attitude change the older they get. Plus, you have late bloomers. Maybe Pooran wasn't as equipped back then like Hetmeyer was. but the mere fact that they would have given it to Pooran simply means that they are seeing him, maybe a notch above Hetmeyer. But not to bad talk Hetmeyer or anything, guys. But at the end of the day, people mature differently, and the Hetmeyer at 19 might not be the same hungry Hetmeyer, or maybe they think that Pooran's sense of the game is a bit sharper than Hetmeyer. All right, I'm working my way coming down on the comments, guys. Jacob said, for me, Narayan can stop where he is. We can work with these two guys, all right? Tyrone said, I prefer to see Fletcher behind the stumps once he is playing. I think he is a good keeper. Yeah, man, he's a good keeper, but he's also very good. He's also very good in the outfield. And, the mere fact that they are asking him to open, then, it means he's making the team as a batsman. And if Pooran is captain in the team, then the ideal spot is to have him behind the wicket so he can chip in with the referral and also with decision making in and around the circle and thing. You understand? So maybe that is the thing there. And we have a couple of guys that can keep in this team. Simmons is a keeper, Pooran and Fletcher, and who else? Yeah. Stay Humble say Pollard, McCoy, and Edwards can rest for the Pakistan games since we won the series. Yeah, man. Stay Humble. Contact 20 says, speaking of Pakistan, how did Pakistan lose to England B-side in the ODIs 3-0? I want you to still in a Contact 20. I was taking a look at a couple of those games, and even though that they are classifying that as an England B team, they have some very good players there. I was talking about especially this guy the other day. I think his name is Mahmood. Bowls good pace and move the ball around. He was giving them a lot of trouble. They have a couple of spinners and things. So I should not look for excuses for Pakistan because they are a top ranked side, but England found a good second string team. Camille said, greetings. I slept well last night knowing the West Indies won a series versus Australia. It sweet me. 27 years is a long time. Yeah, man, Camis. Shout out to Camis, Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Camis. Nice to have you on the live. Matthew say, man, me and you know West Indies selectors weird, so no frightened if Narayan walk back like the boss. That again is yes, Matthew. And Gabino say, the only reason Pooran is captain of Guyana is because Warriors is a franchise team owned by Indians in Guyana. If you guys don't know, Indians in Guyana are not too fond of black running anything. All right. Okay. Stuart say, what happened to Narayan, fam? Stuart, basically Narayan told the selectors and the captain that he's not yet feeling comfortable and confident to play international cricket. He was saying that he wanted to play the entirety of IPL to work on his action before he come back into international cricket. IPL was postponed, so he didn't get a chance. So he told him that he was not ready. So I guess he's still working on his action. Matthew said, I remember when people said drop Fabian in Sri Lanka series because he couldn't play spin. Wonder where they are now. Camille said, at Keller, Pollard said Narayan is not ready, but he's working. Yeah, man, Camille, yeah. Contact 20 said, once Narayan does all right at CPL and IPL and Pollard is captain, he will just walk into the World Cup squad. It's obvious. Then he will disappear once again, never to be seen once until the next World Cup. All right. And Gabino said West Indies will not win the World Cup without a world-class leg spinner. Hayden Walsh may not get beat by a B team. Hayden Walsh may get beat by okay, thing is saying get beat by a better team. Yeah, man, but Hayden Walsh is improving, so we're just hoping that as times go by, he will develop enough for the in time for the World Cup. Matthew is saying that at the first series may ever see West Indies no make people find form, instead they are getting into form of Australia. Yeah, Matthew, usually some teams you know would come on, and even when they're not on form, they would come and find form against us. Jacob says, sports to the bone. Do you remember what one of Australia said to West Indies team? Hope you do not get heart attack. A lot of things were said. You're gonna have to remind me which one what exactly you're talking about. Matthew say England can build 5 squads like no, like how India cannot ever hold on. England can build 5 squads like how India cannot ever squad can do that. All right, not sure. Maybe a typo there. All right, Frank is saying, good to see Chris Gayle is back for West Indies. Yeah, man. It was definitely refreshing to see the universe boss making some runs. All right, and Gabby, you know, say it's not fair for Narayan to walk into the team for he ditched the West Indies. The next game should be for spinners like Moti, Hussein, Khan, etc. All right, I definitely concur. Uh Johnson is saying big up West Indies from Moses. All right, Moses. My namesake there, no Moses Johnson, my namesake. All right, Lil say, Gayle did it as I said, right? Gale Force. Yeah, man, he definitely came to the party last night, and we are indeed happy. Damian Harrison said, just joining the live, big up yourself, youth. I'm still not impressed with Gayle. All right, the thing though, Harrison, he came good in the in the game last night. So we are definitely going to give him a couple more game and see where he's at. But you know, I am one of them that is always saying you're as good as your last performance. He wasn't doing good before. You know, he came and he did well last night. So I have to give that to him. So we just hope that he continues to find form. Kevin D said Nicholas Pooran is 1 year older than Shimron Hetmeyer, but he can vice captain and captain at the but he can vice captain and captain at times as time go on. Hetmeyer need to show more maturity. Yeah, man. All right, Lil Storm say if you know the stats, no other player in the world can come close to Gayle. Yeah, man. I did a video earlier today and was talking about the stats. Christopher Henry Gayle is far in front of everybody else. 14,000 runs, I think it is at the T20 level. I think the closest player to him is Pollard with 10,000 runs. So we were never disputing whether or not he's the greatest. You know, we were just saying that you're as good as your last performance, and if you're not performing over a string of 8 to 9 games, then you need to be rotated out. We were never doubting how great the man is. All right. Contact 20 say Kevin D. I think that's what the captain has been asking for with Hetmeyer. If you read between the lines, more maturity. Yeah, man. Matthew Parchment say, let's be honest. If Narayan plays lazy or poorly, we say man I go cuss him. So it's best to wait until he's ready. Yeah, man. Let him wait until he's ready, but you know, not to walk back into team and get ready. Sports Addiction say Gayle is back up and running. Hope he continues. Yeah, man. That innings last night was very good. Sports Addiction. So we're gonna be looking at the next couple of games and see how it goes from there. Jacob say when he said that Australia team can whitewash West Indies team because they are not in good form. Okay, and I am assuming that he would have said that based on the fact that a weakened South Africa team came and was able to beat us. But you know, we all know how West Indies is. You know, we can beat any team on any given day, or any given team can beat us on any day. I understand. Now Richard is saying like button hit and in the house. All right, big up yourself, Richard. He's saying setting into the show. What's chance, if anything, about West Indies performances? Can anyone put their fingers on it? As I would have said, on any given day, Richard, West Indies can come and give a performance. So we can hardly go ahead and anticipate what they are going to do. But we all know how they are. Daniel say very good from the lads. They did extremely well in the past 3 games. We won with 30 balls. Yeah, 31 to be exact. To spare simply mean we could make 190 again. The guys are finally showing consistency. Yeah, man, Danny Link, it was very good to see. Next comment say, Obat say, Gale is an opener, so this role we as fan must give him time. All right. Ronaldo 27 say, if Narayan performs better than Monty and Sinclair, Hussein, Ned, then Narayan goes to the World Cup. Narayan in world class is world class and will be played with a lot more respect than our other spinners. Yeah, man, but he would have to definitely dominate the CPL and the IPL for me to put him back in. If he gives a poor performance in the CPL and a poor performance in the IPL, I wouldn't put him back in. You understand? But once he goes and you know puts out a good performance, then no problem. Quincy say, I got a feeling Gale is done for the series. He got his score, so they will rest him. West Indies selectors are biased. Well, I am definitely hoping that that's not the case. He got a half century, so I'm hoping that they will give him some more, give him a you know a couple more opportunity to really get into form and to put in some work. We don't want to just get a half a century and then hide him again. We want him to continue and see if he can get some consistency. All right, Stuart is saying if West Indies is to win the World Cup, they will definitely need an attacking spin bowler, especially against much tougher opponents at full squad. All right. All right, Tracy. I think that the person Jacob mentioned is a guy named okay Hutner, who alleged that he doesn't like West Indies. Where is he now? All right. Damian Harrison says stats versus performance. Gale stats can't win games. Performance does. I still would not bring Gale to the World Cup. All right, Damian. Obat said the captaincy has changed. Rotation of the captaincy has changed. Rotation of bowlers better on the Puran. All right. Contact 20 say my squad for the next 2 games. Lewis Fletcher, Hetmeyer, Pollard, Puran, Russell, Bravo, Hayden Walsh, Jr., Akil Hussein, 10 O'Shane Thomas, 11 Cottrell. Who I think you mean your team, not squad. All right. Contact 20 say I want Pollard to get a chance to bat more balls. All right. Sports to the Bone. Sorry if you answered this already, but what do you think of the Italy versus England final? Yeah, man, I had spoken about it on the same day, but it was indeed a good final. I watched the game from start to finish. You know what happened is that Italy proved to be the better team at the end of the day, and we have to remember, you know, guys, since this coach took over Italy, and I think they went about 30 something games unbeaten, you know, and England managed to play them to the final whistle, you know, finishing 1-1, and you know, they definitely deserve it. Italy, that is, as I would have said, I watch a lot of Premier League, so I wanted England to win, and you know, I'm a bit bitter because you know some connection from my club, Manchester United, Rashford and Sancho, who is on his way to Manchester United, would have missed. So I definitely feel it for them. But generally speaking, it was indeed a good game. Italy controlled the midfield. You understand? So they were deserved winners. All right, Kadan said good game. Richard says, Sports to the Bone, have to dip into the Euros and racism issue. Have you ever encountered racism? How surprised are you? Disappointed are you with the treatment of black players like Rashford free of the visit? All right, the thing is that, Richard, you see when it comes down to this R word here, especially in certain countries, that is something that is always going to continue because people are always going to think that because they are of a certain complexion, they are better than others. So no matter what we try to do, you know, once people don't get their own way, once people think that they are above people, it is always going to happen. Personally, I have not you know, I have not been the victim of that. You know, I have traveled overseas before, you know, being around a lot of people of different color, but I have never come across that. You know, I have been out of my country a couple of times, but maybe not enough to get that. But generally speaking, that is something that I doubt they will ever get rid of, because people are always going to feel like they are better than others. And take, for example, all that good work that Rashford has been doing over there in England. And, you know, he went and missed one penalty, and we saw what we actually see what the people did, you know. So that is something that is always going to happen, in my opinion. How I say, I back in Gale to make 100 before the CPL. I definitely would mind that at all. It would be nice. Wilson say Gale is world-class player. He can win you 2 games in the World Cup. We also got players who can win us on their day. Yeah, man, Wilson. That is why we want him to fire and show us. That is the thing in our Wilson. That's why we have been talking about it. We know that the ability is there and the potential is there. So make the runs then. That is what we are saying. You know, we don't want him to be there on the premises or on the thought that he is able to win the game. Let him show us it. He has done it on several occasions, yes, but we want him to show us. You understand? That is how I see it. All right, stay humble, say Hayden Walsh bowling well. He looks more confident, but I believe his test will come against Pakistan. Pakistan are better players of spin. Yeah, man, he will definitely have some more challenges going up against the Pakistan batsmen. Daniel say, the best part of last night was to see the way the guys rallied around Gale. It's obvious the team spirit is very high, which is great. Yeah, Gale has credited Pollard for pep talk leadership. Yeah, man, Daniel, I remember looking at the interview at the end of the game, and Gale was definitely, you know, bigging up Pollard and saying that, you know, the pep talk really works. And even though he's a man that would have achieved a lot of things in the game, he definitely appreciated that pep talk. So, you know, it was good to see the guys rallying around him. Sports to the Bone, what's your opinion on Fletcher? Maybe you just joined, but I would have spoken about Fletcher already. You know, I was saying that he's definitely a player that I like. I was calling for him to be given an opportunity. He got 2 chances so far, and he hasn't fully make use of them. So I'm hoping that, you know, if he gets a couple more chances, he will go out there and get some runs. All right. Next comment say Cottrell or McCoy, who in your opinion has the highest potential? If you are talking about potential, it would have to be McCoy. Remember, McCoy is definitely younger. McCoy is maybe not as quick as Cottrell. Cottrell is pretty aggressive, yes, but McCoy's ability to trick batsmen, you know, I would definitely select him over Cottrell. I know that Cottrell is outright quick, and you want somebody to rough up the batsmen. So if I can have both of them, I would take both of them. But if you're talking about potential, potential means something that you will be able to achieve. Well, not achieve in the future, but when I say potential, you know, you're not fully there as yet, and there's room for improvement. I would definitely go with the younger player. Contact 20 say Rashford needs to switch and play for St. Kitts, and Sancho can play for Guyana. Bring the boys home to the Caribbean. Sterling to Jamaica next. I think they would have played a couple games for the national team at the senior level. So it is, you know, I doubt that will happen again. And Gabby, you know, say best 3 teams for CPL. I want to tell you, you know, Trinidad is looking pretty strong as per usual. I don't remember what Guyana team is looking like. I actually covered this, you know, guys, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But one thing is for sure, St. Kitts is not as weak as they usually were. I am definitely sure that St. Kitts have some good players. But based on the top of my head, you know, what I would have covered, I think if I'm to go off the top of my head, I don't remember all the players now, but I know that Trinidad, you know, there's a good couple of players there. St. Kitts have a good couple of players there. They do have a good track record, you know, and I think Guyana have some good players. I am especially, you know, I am not too pleased with my home country, Jamaica. You know, I think we didn't secure enough in the draft the other day. Harrison says, Sports to the Bone, I want your honest opinion on Aiden. Is he ready for the World Cup? Aiden Walsh Jr., that is. Um, the problem is this, guys. You see, people will see Hayden Wash taking 8 wickets and think that he's on the top of the world now. But I am still a bit concerned about a couple of the things that I would have alluded to before he was given a chance. You understand? There are things that he needs to work on. Say, for example, he's not up there as a Shamsi and those guys as yet. Still bowls 1 or 2 or 3 bad balls per over. He's working on the googlies, have the ability to take the wicket. But as regards to whether or not he's ready for the World Cup, Harrison, I will give that at the end of Pakistan tour, and at the end of it, or midway through the CPL. But right now, I think there are still a couple more things that he will definitely need to work on. But being a leg spinner, he stands a good chance of making the trip. You understand? That is all I can say. Being a leg spinner, he stands a good chance of making the trip. But there are certain things that he needs to tighten up on. Jacob says, Sports to the Bone. What your take on Sports to the Bone? What you take out of the last 3 games from West Indies with how they bat, bowl, and field? What I take is that we are still quality. We still have players that can beat any team at any given level or at any given time. Once we play complete cricket, we can beat any team. The bowling is good, the batsmen are good, and we definitely have some of the best fielders going around. So that is what I take out of the last 3 games. Yeah, man. In a nutshell. Joshua say I'm in. G, heal up. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Richard say good answer. Sports it Bone, can you shed any light on what you would do if manager of England and it came down to penalties? Would you draw for a youth, experienced penalty specialist, or just a vibe? Well, I doubt they go off just a vibe. When it comes down to penalty, especially going into finals, you already have a couple players in the back of your head that are specialist penalty taker. Take, for example, Rashford. They were rushing to get Rashford on the field because he has proven time and time again that he's ice cold. He has ice in his veins when it comes down to taking penalty. Just did not work for him. He was trying to be too clinical to go to all the way to the corner and hit the post. But as regards to gut feeling, they don't usually go off gut feeling. Well, I wouldn't go off gut feeling. Usually you practice these things going into the finals. And Sancho is another one that takes penalties for Borussia Dortmund from time to time. So the mere fact that he was rushing to get those 2 players on the field shows that this is something that they would have practiced and they would have prepared for. The only problem is that they were not fully warmed or acclimatized to the game immediately after they went on. They had to go and take the penalty. You understand? So as in regards to Sancho and Saka though, Rashford is definitely one that I would have given. He would have proven time and time again that he is good. As in regards to Sancho and Saka though, I am not too sure. Jack Grealish is there. I would have definitely given Jack Grealish 1. I saw where he came out on social media saying that people are saying he was hiding from it, but he wasn't hiding. He wanted to take 1. But if you watch a lot of Premier League, Jack Grealish is the star for Aston Villa, and a lot of time when his team get penalty, he doesn't even take it. He asks Watkins to take penalties. You understand? But I would have gone with Jack Grealish, and Sterling is not the best penalty taker in the world. If you watch Manchester City, he's not the most outstanding at penalty. So I don't know if I would have answered you there. Sports Addiction say I respect how Gayle go about showing his respect to the guys. He brings something else to the team from all his experience. Yeah, man. Contact 20 says St. Kitts have a monster team. Yeah, man. Some good players out there for St. Kitts this time around. Best part of the series is that Russell got his form back again. Now see what he'll do in CPL and for the KKR IPL. All right. Obat say Gayle, Lewis, Bravo, and St. Kitts. So I think the spinner from South Africa is there also, Shamsi, and Dinesh Ramdin is not Dennis Ramden. Dwayne Bravo is also over there, so they have a pretty good team. Yeah, a contact 20 and Van der Dusen is also there, and we saw how good he was against us. Sports Addiction say, yeah, man, we feel St. Kitts have the team to beat and challenge for the title. Ronaldo 27 say this West Indies squad will be the squad going to the World Cup. It is clear from St. Lucia, from Sri Lanka and South Africa, only space is for Narayan if he is ready. If he is ready to replace Sinclair. All right. Alrighty. So much comments, man. Hold on, the guys. I work my way I come down. See? Richard said the penalty taker situation for England debate is raging here. Would you say that West Indies must retain the experience of Bravo, Gale, and Russell mixed with youthful exuberance? Yeah, man, I have no problem in retaining some experience once they continue to perform. Once they continue to perform, no problem at all. You understand? Even after the World Cup, if they perform well in the World Cup and they can go a little bit longer, I have no issue with that. You understand? I am a strong believer of the youngsters outperforming the senior players in order to get them out. I don't necessarily subscribe to kicking them out because they are of a certain age. Jacob says, sports to the bone. From what you take out from sports to the bone. From what you take out from the West Indies team dress room after winning the series. What I am seeing, the last game would have given me the vibe that the dressing room is totally together. They are supporting each other. A lot of them know that Chris Gayle was under pressure. They wanted him to perform because they know how good he is, and the dressing room just look as if it is in one unity. Not back then when people were clicking up and pulling from side to side. Seems to me as if the captains, the Pollard and the acting captain, they are getting the respect that is due to them, and people are happy that players are playing their part. That is basically what I see so far. Quincy says, sports to the bone, who do you think is our most polished spinner in our current squad? Well, I would have to go with Fabian Allen. I mean, he's not the biggest spinner of the ball. He's not the biggest turner of the ball. But at the end of the day, he's very successful. He has proven that in the IPL. You understand? He wasn't too bad in the CPL, and he's doing it now. Did it against South Africa, and he's doing it now. You understand? If you're talking about some, Akhil Hussain is there also, who is very good. But if you're I would have to go off accomplished spinners, and so far I would say that even though Hayden Walsh Jr. is coming up, in my humble opinion, Allen is definitely ahead of them. Next comment says, sports to the bone. Can you say the logic behind sending Bravo up in the batting order, withstanding the fact that West Indies have Allen and Russell in their team? I think they were thinking that Dwayne Bravo, he got a good knock the game before, I think it was. Plus he didn't call for power hitting at that time. Bravo is a man that rotates the strike pretty well. I mean, separate and apart from him trying to play that lofty shot over cover, he's pretty good at playing the ball around and running between the wickets. So Allen. Well, I would want to see Allen bat some more, but as regards to Russell, not saying he's not a good rotator of the strike, but at that time he just called for a right-hander that would go and rotate the strike with, who was it, Pooran to go, and it I didn't really have a big problem with it. Harrison says, sports to the bone have to make a run still, but would you make any changes in the 11 that play the 3 T20? All right, Damon Harris, no problem. Nice to have you in on today. But as regards to making change, I would take out Obed McCoy and give O'Shane Thomas a game. The mere fact that Obed McCoy seems as if he's not 100, I would rotate him out and give O'Shane a go. I wouldn't make any other change. Maybe if they want to take out Hayden Walsh and give another spinner a chance, but I definitely would give O'Shane a chance. And Fletcher, I would let Fletcher stay still get another go at it. Stay humble, say. St. Kitts Patriot. St. Kitts Patriot is definitely the dark horse of the CPL. Gail Lewis, Rassi, Bravo, Cottrell, Hasaranga, Allen. All of these guys are in form right now. Who should captain? More than likely. Well, let me not say more than likely. But I think they will go with the universe boss. But if you are going to go you know, not emotions, I am thinking Bravo should captain the team. I know I'm going to get stick from my Jamaicans. They might going to say, there you go again. You're fighting against Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle has won 2 T20 title with Jamaica. I think Bravo has won 2 or 3 also. But as regards making tactical changes, switching up bowlers and things like that, I would definitely go with Bravo. You understand? In my opinion. Vivo says, sports to the bone. I told you Gayle was due some runs in the 30-20 and you laugh. We should I bet good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes. Yeah, Vivo, you definitely said it. You were saying that Gayle, is due some runs and he was going to get some runs. And I am indeed happy that he got some runs. The only sad thing about it is that he won't be able to win me in any bet because I'm not a betting man. But yeah, I am happy that he got some runs. Vivo is saying it's St. Kitts and Nevis for CPL 2021. Yeah, man, they have a strong team. Whether or not they will be able to come to the forefront is another thing. Ronaldo 27 World Cup squad. Pollard, Pooran, Hetty, Gayle, Lewis, Simmons, Allen, Bravo, Russell, Walsh, McCoy, Cottrell, Fletcher, Fidel. Final spot up for grabs. Either Holder, Narayan, or Sinclair, and that is your 15 man. All right, boss, I hear you. Mervin said, do you think Australia has the best team right now? No man. We definitely know that it wasn't the strongest team. But a fun fact, guys, any team that Australia and England send to play a series, they usually have confidence in that team and they are usually expecting them to do well based on what their first class competitions, their competitions are like. You understand? So we know that some of their top class players are out, man. But having said it is a series victory. Contact 20 say, Richard, speaking of South Africa, they lost to Ireland today by 40 runs, and we lost both Test and T20 series to them. Yeah, man. Tyrone said there are positive vibes in the West Indies camp. This is very good leading up to the T20 World Cup. Yeah, man, very good vibes. Viva say, who do you keep saying St. Kitts and leaving of Nevis? Is St. Kitts and Nevis, not just St. Kitts. All right, Viva, sorry, my bad. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, all right? my bad, boss. I apologize. I sincerely apologize. Obed said, Bravo says he is his mentor now, so he could be captain. All right. Richard said, to what degree do you and others believe that age old saying from is temporary but class is permanent, thinking of Pooran Hetty and Gayle? Well, that is something that I have grown up, that I grew up hearing, that farm is temporary but class is permanent. And I sort of subscribe to that because I can remember on a couple of occasions when the likes of, Sachin Tendulkar, Brian Lara, and all those guys would have lost their farm over a couple of time, games, and they came back stronger after that. So, that is a good old saying. Jacob says, sports to the bone. One thing else I can take from the 2 last games is how they take 1 and 2. That was I look for long time. 6 and 4 can't win game only. Yeah, man, that was definitely one of the highlights, the rotation of the strike, definitely. Yeah, man, the rotation of strike was definitely a highlight. Smith say late, but I reach. Yeah, man, Smith, nice to have you here, you know. Sports to the bone. If Pollard gets fit and well, who do you think is gonna replace his position? According to me, it still be Gale, as there is no certainty about Gale batting and even he is useless in the field. All right, once Gale is in form, Pollard will definitely not replace him. Maybe it's going to be a toss up between Fletcher or one of those guys, or maybe they will go back to the one spinner thing. But if if Pollard is to come back in the next game, Gale is definitely not going to come out. They are maybe going to drop Fletcher, seeing that he did not make any runs in both games. But I think they're gonna continue to rest Pollard, man. Grant says, Sports to the Bone, what do you think about Haley Matthews and Stephanie Taylor in the Mentes team of some of them guys? I think they would do better job. Oh God, come on, no man, come on, oh God, come on, come on. No man, I'm not going to do it like that. What I will say, I will give it to the females. They are doing pretty well. They are outperforming their peers, but I wouldn't go that far. I definitely wouldn't go that far. Quincy says, St. Kitts has as Hasaranga and Shamsi. There is 8 overs of that balls and wickets. Yeah, man. Good vibes, man. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to catch up at the comment. All right, good. Viva say, is it 15 or 23 for the World Cup squad, or you can have reserves? They are going to name a main squad man, and then they will have their reserve players. Marlon say, I want to see O'Shane Thomas in the last 2 games. Yeah, man, Marlon, we have been talking about that since the start of the live. We're hoping that O'Shane will come in, seeing that Obed is not that fit, and Fidel will seem to have injured himself. O'Shane should come in. Contact 20 say O'Shane must play the last 2 games. Yeah, man. Daniel say what has been awesome is the gelling of the team. First game, Walsh, McCoy, and Russell. Second game, Hetty Bravo. Third game, Gale and Puran. That's very good sign. Not star players, star team. Exactly, Daniel. And that is what win games. Not star players, but a star-studded team. Um, Mama said, do you think Puran is playing very strategically as during the South Africa? Do you think Puran is playing very strategically as during the South Africa series? I think Puran is welcoming a return to farm. You know, he's not doing anything rash. The batting hasn't been too bad, so he wasn't required to do anything too rash. But Puran has always been quality. It's just that his farm sort of left him, and he seems as if it is returning as we speak. Yeah, man. Smith say, but if you look at the South Africa series with the dot bars, we wasted at least 6 overs on average with those dot bars. Yeah, man, and we were definitely advocating for the players to start rotating the strike some more when the boundaries is not when you're not able to get the boundaries, tick over a 1 or a 2 in order to rotate the strike. So yeah. Justin say big up from Trinidad. What do you think about Puran captain the T20 and captain one day? I am definitely happy that Puran has gotten the opportunity to captain over 3 games. He has done well, and once Pollard is not there for the next 2 games, Puran is going to captain it, and I definitely want him to continue to grow in the role because he's definitely one of our future player, our future leader, and I want him to continue. As in regards to the ODI now, I doubt he will be able to captain the ODI over Shea Hope. You understand? Shea Hope has been vice captain on a couple of occasions. Haven't really seen him out and out as a captain, but where ODI is concerned, if Pollard is not available, then I would definitely go for Shea Hope, seeing that he has performed well over a period of time. Tracy, I agree that the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots team is quality team to beat in the CPL, but I disagree that they would win this year. There are some best team to contend with, like Trinidad, Guyana, and St. Lucia. All right. Viva say you should start Sports to the Bone. You should start a Sports to the Bone Instagram to get the channel more views. Share your channel to so it can grow. Group respect what you are doing best. No bias analysis I have seen for a while. Keep it up. Yeah, man. Viva respect. The channel is actually up on Instagram. You know, maybe it is because I am not going live or what have you over there, but the channel is there on Instagram. It's sports underscore to underscore the underscore bone. The channel is up on Instagram, man. Simi say I don't think Polly ever had intentions to replace Gayle. All right. Jacob says sports to the bone. That's what Australia said to the media, that they will not send their strong team to beat West Indies. They will send their weak team to beat us up. Well, they're going home back with a good beating. Richard say, oh, contact 20. Wow, South Africa. Okay. Just a little, yeah. Richard Carty say, big up sport to the bone. Yeah, man, Richard, big up yourself. I wonder if you're related to Andre not Andre Carty. What's his name again? Viva said Tino and Flow Sports is biased. Well, I won't say he's biased, you know, but his views are usually very strange. From the time he was playing, and I usually have some strange opinion. You know, at the end of the day, other persons are going to watch my channel and say that I am biased and my views are strange, also based on my opinion. But you know, I definitely have to give my opinion. So I don't know. Adil says sports to the bone. Sorry being late. Yeah, man. Welcome, Adil. Wilson said Guyana will take CPL this season for us. Sure. All right, this season for sure. All right, Wilson. I definitely would want to see Guyana winning CPL. You understand? Even though I'm a Jamaican, Guyana has made it very far on numerous occasions, has managed to get over the last hurdle. Would be nice to see them winning, but it's going to be tough to get past Trinidad and St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots based on what I'm seeing this year. Contact, okay. Sometimes I don't really read the comments that they have in between each other and the discussion. Kevin D said, my squad is Gayle, Lewis, Simmons, Hetmeyer, Nicholas Pooran, Russell Fabian, Allen Bravo, Hayden Walsh Jr., Sheldon Cartwell, O'Shane Thomas. All right, not bad. Contact 20 say Guyana will get to the final and choke as usual. All right. Quincy say credit to Pollard and coaches as the progress of Hetty. Hetty is playing smart. Yeah, man. And it takes senior players and coaches to develop people, you know, not to throw them under the bus, but to manage them properly. And Hetty seems to be answering to treatment. Kevin D say contact 20 maybe or finally maybe not. Don't know what will happen. Life is full of surprises. They're talking about the CPL. Big Smith say, if I'm honest, I would like to see both Hetty and Pooran in leadership roles within the next 3 years. And it's a strong possibility that will happen. You understand? It's a strong possibility. I wouldn't have any issue with it once they are mature enough and once they continue to play consistently for us. But that is something that will maybe cause an issue, whether or not they play consistently for us. But the two of them, they have a bright future. So if they continue to develop fully, I have no problem with that at all. All right, going down. I'm just trying to catch what the comments, guys. All right. All right, good. So the next comment say in South Africa series, the bowling rotation were off, especially in the power play overs. I think that was Pollard's fault. Now look how Pooran bowling change is working. All right, so you're saying that Pooran is doing pretty well where the bowling is concerned. And I think with Pollard off the field, Bravo would have a lot to do with that. Pollard has a lot of experience, so Bravo would give his idea, his opinion to Pollard, yes. But from time to time, maybe Pollard would have the final say. But with Pooran taking over, I'm thinking that a lot of this, not to overshadow him, guys, or not to behave as if the youngster don't know what he's doing. But I have been watching the game and I saw how, I have been seeing how Bravo is operating. So I think a lot of that has to do with him, and I am happy that he is helping. So I don't want you guys to think funny of it. Kevin D says Smith saying but Pollard will still be around. Okay. Quincy say we need Hetty, Lewis, and Pooran in the test squad. Let's get them in the best versus best games at the very least. Yeah, it would be nice to see them get an opportunity, yes, to see how they perform. Wilson say Pooran's success is based on the team experience though, but must evaluate with more games played. All right. Contact and say Big Smith Hetty should lead the regional Super 50 side for Guyana, and Pooran will be the T20 captain for now. Justin say, what do you think Pooran captain to the 20 and Pollard captain the one day? No man, once it is white ball cricket, I think Pollard will captain. He's that good. He's that good. And it's just 50 overs. So I think the same strategies that Pollard would use in the T20 wouldn't be too far off in the ODI. But Pooran's time is coming, man. Pooran's time is coming. Jacob says, sport to the bone. Any game tonight? No, man. The next game will be tomorrow. Big Smith say, like the video, guys. 90 plus and less than 20 likes. You see, guys, I am here just talking and being passionate about the live. And all I ask you guys to do is to like the video so that, it will be favorable with the YouTube algorithm. And I have 93 persons on the live and only 20 people like the video. I don't know what else to do. I am giving you guys what I would consider to be, fair comments, and you can't even like the video. I don't understand what I go on it. Kevin D said, I want Gayle to open in the last game. He went in early and got some time to adapt. All right. Thayer say, here is the fact. Pooran is the captain, but the truth is Bravo is one actually calling the shots. All right. Yeah, man. And it's just that we don't want to overshadow the youngster, but we know that with over 500, with so much experience, guys, there's no way Pollard would step out, Pooran take over, and Bravo just sit around and look. You understand? And I do have a problem with him shepherding the youngster. Richard say, how you fly past my World T20 top 4 prediction low? Oh, I didn't see it at all, man. I didn't see it. Sorry about that. All right. So you say India, West Indies, New Zealand, England. What say you? All right, good prediction, but I want to tell you, I actually have England to win the World Cup, based on current form. The fact that it is going to be down there in the UAE, India might be able to get over the bar, the last hurdle this time around, but I have England to win it. If West Indies continue like this, then they might go far, yes. But that is a good call, Richard. Tyrone say, I am certain that Guyana will meet the CPL final, but I am not certain if they will win. All right, boss, I hear you. Are you happy with West Indies? Are you happy West Indies won the series? I guess this comment is a troll. I guess you are trolling. You're asking if I am happy West Indies won the series. All right, Darren said, Windies is doing good. Yeah, man, they are definitely doing good, Darren. And to answer the previous comment, I am indeed happy that we won the series. I don't know if you guys think I am some undercover hater of the West Indies. It's just that I call it as how I see it now. Sometimes it might be it might sound harsh, but I don't know. Tyrone says, sports to the bone, do you have the schedule for the World Cup? I think I saw something, but I don't but I doubt it is the final. No, man. Yeah, I doubt I have it. I doubt it. I'm gonna have to check again. I doubt it was published. I doubt it, Tyrone. Smith say, but the bowling in South Africa series wasn't bad. We batted poorly, and that is why we lost. St. Lucia produced low score than Grenada in the scores. Were on par. Yeah, it was the batting that was a problem. Darren say how they can win the hope they can win the ODI game. Yeah, man, I hope so too, Darlene. Actually, my prediction coming in was that we would win the T20 series 3-2 and win the ODI 2-1. But guys, I have no problem being wrong if it means that West Indies will win the series 3-0. Will win the ODI 3-0 and win the T25 5-0. I have no problem being wrong. But that was just my prediction. Grant say Walsh Jr. can be the test spinner West Indies searching for. I think he have the ability to take wicket. He give the ball good flight to tempt batsmen. He can spin. He can spin it just off to work on his craft a little more. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Grant. Just need to work some more. Richard said, I must say I love Puran's roar. Yeah, a victory celebration, not since Jason Ola's Dananjaya chirping, have I smiled so much. How do you describe Puran's personality? Puran is a youngster that I love, guys. I would have said this on several occasions. From the under 19 level. I remember when the youngster was 19, he came and he dominated CPL, got himself injured in a car thing and came back and he's growing. I definitely like him as a person. He seems to be very humble once he's talking to the media, but when he's out there, shows a lot of passion. I like the guy. Mm-hmm. Darlene say Chris Gale is back on the attack. Good game by him. Yeah, Darlene, it was a very good game by Christopher Henry Gale last night. I am hoping that his form will continue into the near future. Vlog say Evan when Pollard even when Pollard was saying Bravo was making a lot of calls. I say even when Pollard was playing, Bravo was making a lot of calls. Yeah, he was making a lot of suggestions. Yeah, he was definitely. And it is always good to have the brain of Bravo, man. He's a crafty one. Vlog say West Indies players has played the most game in the UAE due to playing T20 leagues like T10, etc. So have a good chance. All right. Yeah, that indeed is a good statement there. Smith say England and spin in the subcontinent. I don't think there will be based on history, but I wouldn't be surprised either. All right, Smith. Adil says Sports to the Bone West Indies cricket board is very cheap. Why I say that now? What they do this time now? All right, Jacob says Sports to the Bone. Now you feel when Sports to the Bone. How you feel when you see West Indies women team in the dress room when they play West Indies anthem? What was your emotion? Oh God, man, it's basically the same emotions, like when the men win. It's just that we tend to run behind the males because there's a lot more hype behind it. But the emotions should be the same when the females are winning. You understand? But the emotions that it brings out is basically the same when the men win. Smith say the schedule isn't fully set because the venue was in limbo. Yeah, all right. Tyrone say, okay, contact 20 say, so far up in the comments, me reach, me them, oh gosh. Contact 20 say, I still have Australia winning the ODI series 2-1. They are much stronger in ODI test than T20, all right? Wilson say, I don't think players was in form against South Africa. We are now seeing them shine, all right? Mohammed says, since the Sri Lanka series, to now you can see everyone getting better and finding form game after game. That is Tahir Mohammed. That is indeed true. We can see them. Coming into form. Obat say we gave away too many runs in the power plays. There was a match Sinclair. Okay, open the bowling. Went for 3 runs. Pollard removed. Ah boy. The comment gone, you know, my youth. Me soon reach it back. 3 runs. Pollard removed him and sent in Ola, and the cock beat him like an outside child. Yeah, I remember that game. Blog said New Zealand, Australia, and England would be out of their element in UAE due to conditions. Mark my words, they may struggle up front. All right, Vlogs, I hear you. Richard said, wait, so Sports to the Bone, you strongly feel that some things coming home after all for England. After all for England, all for England. Then, Lou, how proud are you that you love the game like you love a game like cricket that is so equal with little racism? I don't have a problem with the fact that the game is tied in with that, you know. I grew up on the game being a Caribbean man. You understand the mere fact that the game was, you know, the game was made popular by those guys over there in England and all of that. You know, it doesn't really affect me much. You know, it doesn't affect me much that, you know, that those, you know, sort of things has overtaken the game. Because I love the game because I grew up playing it here in Jamaica and I played it at school level and all of that. So, you know, the fact that those guys are, you know, would have infiltrated the thing, it don't really matter to me still. It's just that it is sad because we call it the gentleman's game, the gentleman game, and there is nothing gentle about those sort of behavior. Daniel is saying there is nothing that Pooran has done differently from Pollard. We were always feeling well. The difference is more thought from the batsmen. To me, Pollard is the natural leader still. Yeah, man, definitely, Daniel, definitely. Tyrone said West Indies will defend the World Cup with so many T20 matches to be played. I wouldn't mind still, you know. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind at all. Contact 20 says, this is the best West Indies feeling team ever since I started watching cricket. Tell me different. Let me see. It is definitely a good feeling team. Back in the days before I started watching, you know, when they had people like you know, Viv Richards, Richie Richards, and all those guys, I guess it was good back then. But since I am watching cricket, it is pretty up there. I remember when Russell Pollard, Lendl Simmons, Bravo, those guys were fit and functioning. That was pretty good also. And it is almost the same. It's just that Fabian Allen has added to it because a couple years before Fabian Allen, we had Pollard, Russell, Bravo, and Lendl Simmons and a couple more other. Hayden Walsh is there now. So we had Hayden Walsh and Allen to it. It's definitely a good feeling team, Contact 20. Justin say, where is Brandon King? Brandon King, I think he was playing in the PSL the other day. Neil Matt say, okay, not sure if you're referring to me, but I can prove otherwise. Grant say, not saying Pooran is better captain than Pollard, but he used the bowlers better. Just saying. All right, Grant, I hear you. Not a problem. I hear you, man. Contact 20 said, Nilmat, what do you mean? Contact 20, don't worry yourself, man. We don't answer everybody that type, you know. He's maybe trolling. He's typing that word. If he's referring to me, I am definitely sure that, you know, I can prove him otherwise. So we don't worry about that. Simit say Pooran has said that team plans were set by Polly before the game anyway. So Polly still is to be credited for the series win. Yeah, man, with a captain like Pollard that is so intense and is there, we can just imagine that he's going to give the group talk and the team talk and all of that. You understand? It's just that we want to give the youngsters some credit. Yeah, man. Darlene say, just one question to you. Michael Holding don't like the West Indies team because when West Indies batting, he always have something to say. He always have something, hold on, let me get it up. Michael Holding don't like the West Indies team because when this batting, he always have something to say. But I don't think it is the case of him not liking it, you know. Some persons would think that I don't like West Indies either, based on some harsh criticism that I would have given. But if you watch West Indies when they are batting, from time to time they don't apply, basic fundamentals. So maybe because Michael Holding is a man that shoots straight, people will think that he don't like the team. But a man that has given so much to T20, to West Indies cricket, I doubt it is the case of him not liking the team. I think it is the case of him just calling it as it is when the team is batting. Jacob says, Sports to the bone. My final result for the T20 series are 5-0, 5-0, and 5-0. Okay, no man, it's 3 ODI now. So you say 5-0 for T20 and 3-0 for ODI. All right, no problem. I hear you. That would be nice. All right, next one. Say Tyrone say West Indies will defend the World Cup. All right, I hear you. I hear you. Vlog say the schedule has been released. A while now we were placed the hardest group. It's just that I don't remember, guys, but I'm almost certain that I did a video talking about this, But because of the fixtures and all of that, can you imagine, guys? We had some rain the other day and now we are having mosquitoes. Oh God. All right, yeah, man. But the fact that they were changing the thing up and down, I guess they are going to have to finalize that. All right, Obert say, how many games the Aussies cross 160 compared to the game that South Africa did? Aussies 0, South Africa 5. All right. Blog says schedule for T20 World Cup. Schedule for T20 World Cup, by the way. Yeah, man, I know that you're talking about the schedule, but I'm saying that I think they had partially let out something. I did a video on it, but because they were changing things up and down, I'm gonna have to double check again, guys. I don't want to go on like I know it all or if I can remember everything. It's been a while now, so more than likely I would have addressed it, but I can double check. Quick switch, Tokyo looms. The JA female sprinters are set to shine, but with no crowds. How concerned are you that they could trip themselves? They could trip themselves up with the unnecessary mind games and vibeless stadiums. The problem, the thing is this though, Richard. The truth of the matter is that they have been performing pretty well without crowds, since the last couple of months. So I doubt that is going to be a problem. Usually with crowds, they're pumping them on, usually give them a chance to dig in. But these athletes, they train without crowd. They have been performing for the greater part of a year and add without crowds. So I doubt it will affect them too much. You understand? And the greatest thing is that all athletes will have to be, will be going up in the same conditions. Frank say, I would say Viv, Keith Arterton, Roger Harper, Gus Logie, Clive Lloyd, and Carl Hooper could give this feeling side a run for their money. Trust me on that one. All right, Frank, I would take your word for it because I've heard a lot about those guys, and those guys were in the same team at the same time, right? Jacob says, Sports to the bone. What's the final result for the series? Are 5-0 and 3-0 for the ODI? Well, currently it is at 3-0, the T20. As you know, we haven't started the ODI, but my predictions remain the same. I won't change it because I see the team doing good. Before the series started, I predicted that we would win the T20 series 3-2, and we would lose the ODI series 2-1. That is what I had predicted. Contact 20 say West Indies T20 group hard like Bajan Rock. Contact, remind us of the group now. All right. I try to catch up the comments. All right. Wilson said, Holding just don't like T20s. Yeah, man, we know that, man. Vlog say Michael Owen call West Indies players baseball players. It is because he's from a different era, guys, and not all the players that are from a different era can really accept that the game is changing. And I respect him. I respect the man. You understand? He has his opinions and I respect him. The game is changing and he don't want to change with the game. So we have to just leave him with his opinions. Smith said, to be fair, he is a West Indies fan and he holds them high esteem, and all he's saying is what we are all thinking. It's not like West Indies are setting the world alight fire. Exactly. You know, Smith and Mikey is calling a spade a spade. Because we say we are T20 champions and we are ranked number 10. So the man is just a sharpshooter. He's telling it as it is. Vlog say we have to go up against Pakistan, New Zealand, and Australia in our group. Oh my God. In the T20 World Cup, ICC made it easy for India. Come on, man. Nobody with that, man. Nobody with that. Coach's Dex in the house. You like the stream? Guys, follow the golden rule like Coach's Dex is saying, you know, like the stream. Big up yourself, Coach's Dex. Nice to have you in the house, you know. Wilson say, I think they Hazzy will get one of these games, even though I wish not. All right. Smith say again, Grenada's Field and St. Lucia are different. All right. Darlene say, Windies will win all the rest of the game. We hope. Tahir Mohammed say, if you had a chance to sit down and talk to a legend, who will it be? Definitely, if you are talking about West Indies, funny enough, it would be Michael Holding. The man is harsh according to us, but he shoots straight and he speaks the thing as it is. He has been one of my favorite. Even though I didn't get a chance to watch him, he's somebody that I listen to a lot. You understand? I read. I even have his book, a book that he would have written here in the house. You understand? He's somebody that I respect a lot. So if the opportunity presents itself, he would definitely be somebody that I would, you know, sit down and have a talk with. If we are talking about international cricket or international cricketers, I would like to meet, you know, Jack Callis is somebody that I would like to have a chat with. Darlene said, good night to you. Yeah, man, Darlene, big up yourself. Nice to have you on the stream. Next comment say West Indies should bring in Oshane Thomas for the next game. Yeah. We have been saying that since the start of this video. I think he should play the last 2 games. Grant said the mosquito hungry make him. You saw that one, Grant. Boy, Richard says sports to the bone. You're good. No water draw for respect. Frankie just call out some of the finest fielders ever, from Hooper to Big Cat Lloyd. Lloyd, who are best fielders you have seen, our best catch recalled. All right, the water there, man. Well, when I talk about fielders, you know, on this channel here, I have a video that I rank the top 10 fielders that I would have seen. I haven't seen enough of Allen just yet to put him in that list overall. But if we're talking about top class fielders, Herschel Gibbs is one that was very good. Herschel Gibbs was very good. The Australian Andrew Simons was very good. Our fielder Ricardo Powell, I think his name was, he was also very good. Jonty Rhodes from South Africa, he was good also. Yeah, man, he was good also. You know, Suresh Raina, as much as you guys don't know that, he was a good fielder in the earlier part of his career. Yeah, man, but I have seen some good fielders in my time, guys. I might not be able to recall all of them right now. Robert said West Indies need to keep playing T20 games up until weeks before the first game to fully sharpen their skills. We can't sleep on this World Cup. All right. Smith said Grenada has a higher average of runs scored than St. Lucia. I will still give Pooran credit, but you are comparing apples to oranges, my friend. All right, boss. I hear you. Justin say, who is your cricket hero in the 90s and the rest 2000 era? All right, if you're talking about the 90s, it would definitely be you know, I really, if you're talking about West Indies, I really liked watching Brian Lara and Shivnarine and Shandopal. Goes without saying. Lara, every youngster, you know, really liked Lara, but you know, Lara Shanopal and Sarwan was also good. But those are the guys that I really like. Jerome Taylor was also one of my favorite. You understand? So if you're talking about West Indies cricketers from the 90s coming up, it would be Lara. You understand? I really like Chris Gayle. Yeah, man. Chris Gayle, I think, made his debut in '99. So Chris Gayle and Lara, some two players that I really liked. Sarwan coming up in the 2000s there. Jerome Taylor, also one of my favorite. Yeah, man. Trey said the group that West Indies are playing with for is against big teams like Australia, New Zealand, Pakistan. So it's literally the group of you know what. Ah boy, tough group there, man. Tough group. I'm very sorry for that comment earlier, guys. I got up and left my phone for a bit, and one of my nieces played typed it. Yeah, man, no problem. No problem, no problem. Don't worry about that. I deal with children all the days of my life. So I know that they can be sneaky, so you don't need to worry about that. Yeah, man. Contact 20 said 2 dislikes on the stream, not even one but no, man, as I would have said before, Contact 20, when I see a couple of persons dislike the stream, it is not necessarily because of bad mind. It is because they do not agree with my opinions, and because maybe they have a cricketer that they like based off emotions and not of facts, and I might be give them some facts and they don't like that. But I like to respect people's opinion. That is why I don't just come on and talk and talk and talk. I read comments because I want your opinions to be heard. So people disliking the stream ain't no problem. You understand? Whitaker say, I am going to die back in Gale. He is still the universe boss. He is definitely the universe boss because that is what he calls himself. He wasn't performing. That is why we were calling for him. He came out, he batted well last night, got some runs, and we're happy for him, and we're hoping that he will continue into the near future. All right, coming up on the comments, guys. Just give me a second. All right, Robert said West Indies should play as a team in the CPL. Where he's Kaden say why you are not opening the live to people. This evening. Sorry guys, I didn't even remember to tell you. Having a little issue with the live stream this evening. The link is there. Oh God, Kaden can man, don't rush me like that. Usually I would open it up for persons to come on and talk. But when I click the live stream, I can see you in the waiting room. But when I'm clicking add to stream, it is not adding. I'm not sure what's happening. Jacob says, sports to the bone. I will not play Jason Ola for T20. I will just leave him for ODI and test. Respect to you. All right, Jacobs. Boy, based on how this T20 team is looking, it's a bit hard for him to get in. Usually it goes 4 good overs for us and would usually give us some wickets. But based on how the team is playing, I understand your comment, Jacobs, to be honest. Kaden at contact say Kaden the link was always in the description. I don't think he stopped anyone from going on. Yeah, man, the link was there once I came on, guys. It's just that for some reason it is not adding persons. Simit say they dislike but still what so it is benefit to sports to the board. Yeah, man, really, as we say still, guys. And the funny thing about it, maybe the persons disliking the stream are actually commenting and we are reading their comments. So as we say, it's a open platform. People can come and talk and it don't really matter. You understand? Adil says, sports to the bone. I telling you, some people those just come on just to dislike thing, Yeah, man, and I don't have a problem with that, guys. I don't have a problem with that. You understand? I don't have a problem with that at all. Smith said, I didn't mean you sports to the bone and the apples to oranges comment. Okay. Always to the guy saying South Africa scored. Oh yeah, man, Smith, don't worry yourself, man. I might look a bit thin, but I'm not thin skinned at all. Don't worry yourself about that, Smith. Yeah, man. Wilson say we will get a good test, a against Pakistan. Babar look like he just got to form. I want to tell you, I think Babar Azam made 100 today, guys. I'm almost certain that when I woke up this morning and checked my phone, I saw where he made 100, a century. Was it this morning or yesterday? I'm almost certain. Wrong time for Babar Azam to be coming into form. I am just sorry that, Sabina Park maybe won't be letting us in to watch the games because it would be a good opportunity to meet up with some of you guys, Connie saying again, why you not open the live to talk? Once again, Connie, I can see that there's one or two persons waiting in the guest room to come on, but when I click add to stream, it's not adding. I'm not sure what is happening. But I always open the platform, man. So it is definitely not me. It is not me doing it for spite. I'm not sure what's happening. Adil say, I think teams like USA, Canada should play in the CPL. It's a strong possibility that that eventually might happen because a couple of persons own franchise from the US. So who to tell. William say Chris Gayle must be given a chance. He is not always the best at home. Hope that he is there for the World Cup because he is one of the most. Your comment gone, man. He is one of the most destructive player who can take the ball in apart. Definitely. And that is why we're happy that he made some runs yesterday. And we're definitely looking forward to him scoring some more runs little later on. Blackwood say in the building. Bless up everybody. Yeah, man. Shout out Blackwood. Nice to have you here. Patriots say big up everybody. Yeah, man, Patriots. Nice to have you in the house. Big up yourself. Simit say he made 158. Babar Azam made all of 158. That's what I'm saying. Was it today or yesterday? I'm almost certain that when I woke up, I saw that Babar Azam had made a century. He got a big century then, 158. So the man is returning to farm when it is time to face West Indies. Ah boy. Richard said, I must say I jumped when I saw that group West Indies are in, but missing the likes of England and India is cool. Sports to the bone. Do you prefer ducking strong team in sports? English fans love to take easy road. I think you would have asked me this question already a couple weeks ago, Richard, and I was saying that it is strategy. From time to time, it is strategy. At the beginning of a competition, you don't necessarily play your best game. So you are hoping that you are placed in an easy group that you can work your way in. And when you reach further down, you want to top your group so you can maybe play the team that finished second, in the next stage. But sport is all about strategy. It's not necessarily ducking the best. When you want to test yourself, you want to go up against the best. But in any competition, the first round, you're not yet at full throttle. So you want to play some teams that you can work and build up some confidence, if you understand what I mean. Sports addiction say 150 he made. What? Good runs that man. Blackwood say it was a relief to see Gayle hitting the ball. Freely poor and soaked up some that balls initially, but he eventually picked up the pace. Yeah, man, Blackwood. And that is what we have been saying from the live start. Chris Gayle, it was definitely refreshing to see the man hitting some balls and thing last night. You understand? He hasn't been performing, guys. And as I would have said in the video this morning, it was very hard for me to be calling him out because, as you can imagine, Gayle is somebody that I grew up watching, and it was a bit tough to see him like this. But I have to call it as it is. So I am definitely happy that he got some runs. Smith said it was today Pakistan played England and scored 311 and England made it look easy. Jesus Christ. Let me top the runs. I had to go on the runs on the road in a Smith, so I wasn't sure. Oh, Patriots say it was 158 off 138 deliveries. Jano, good runs that, I really like to watch Babar Azam, but, guys, believe it or not. You see, even though he's coming to play against us, I wouldn't mind if they open up Sabina Park so I can go and watch. I like to see quality cricket, I wouldn't mind to see Babar Azam in full flow. Jacob says, sports to the bone for the upcoming series. I believe West Indies will win the T20 series 4-1. All right, I hear you. Edwin said, I think Gale will another big score. He's going to be at the World Cup for sure. Yeah, man, they are going to carry him in the squad, And I think he might come and do some work in the T20, in the CPL. It's just that we want him to make some runs to say, all right, if he's in the final 11, he has the runs to back it. Tracy, outside cricket for 1 minute. Congrats to Jamaica. Congrats to the Jamaican Reggae boys for the win against Suriname. But question, do you think that they would go all the way to win the Gold Cup? All right, yeah, man. Shout out, as you said, Trey. Shout out to the Reggae boys. I did a video on it last night. They won 2-0. Shamar Nicholson scored and Bobby Reid scored a wonderful volley. Bobby Reid plays for Fulham in England there. As regards to winning the Gold Cup, I think we have the team on paper to go all the way. We are definitely one of the favorites, but on our last two quests to win, Mexico and the United States of America, they stopped us, and they have some good players there. You understand? We all know that Mexico have some good players. America have some good players also, people like Christian Pulisic and some other guys. So it's going to be difficult, but I think this is going to be our year to win it. Blackwood say Wash Jr. with his leg spin in is very useful in our T20 lineup. Yeah, man, definitely. Richard says sports to the bone. I saw Omar McLeod last in the J3 selection process, having missed defending his 110 hurdles title. How much of a fan are you of athletics speaking out and speaking their minds in public? Hold on there. How much of a fan are you of athletes speaking? Okay, when it comes on to athletes speaking out, I don't necessarily have a problem, because if no misjustice is done, then there wouldn't be a problem. But as regards to Omar McLeod, I would have done a video covering this, guys. We know the rule, and it will be very unfair, because we know they are taking 3 persons in the hurdles, right? And it would be unfair to take out somebody that would have, make the requirements that was asked of them at the trials, take them out and put in another man. You understand? Even though we are sure that on a given day, Omar McLeod might have medal for us at the Olympics. And I know within myself that these guys are not running any good time to medal, but fear is fear. The guys have been training 3 years for the Olympics. They went to the national trials. They made the team. So why would you want to tell a man, say, all right, all your training was for nothing. We're going to put this man in the slot. That is just my opinion. Sounds harsh, but that is how I see it. Omar McLeod is going to cry and weep, but that is how I see it. Jacob says, sports to the bone. How can they say that West Indies beat their C team and their best bowler was there too? I doubt it is the C team, because Zampa is a good spinner. He's there. Mitchell Stark, he hasn't been on form for a while. Josh Hazlewood is there. And the next pace bowler that was there that Gale took out of the attack, he's a young pace bowler that is coming through. You understand? Finch is there. Marsh is there. So I doubt it is the C team. And at the end of the day, they send a team and the team didn't win the series. So it really matter to me what they want to say. Anthony say, yeah, man, up. All right, big up. Richard say, you have a good memory, sports to the bone. I did ask a similar question. I know. I think I know. I probably you're trying to see if I remember if I was going to give you a good answer. The brain not so bad, man. Remember, I did ask a similar question for real. My point is that I celebrate and I respect teams or individuals who take on all comers to prove themselves. Among the best. Yeah, man. It is always good to take on all comers and prove yourselves among the best. Yes. Yes, but it also has to do with strategies. You understand? Blackwood say, Blackwood say West Indies is in good place. We have option outside of the 11 that played in the last match. We have Pollard, Sinclair, Thomas, Lewis, etc. Yeah, man, very, very well said. And I am thinking for the last two games, we can bring in O'Shane Thomas. Obed McCoy is not fully fit. Fidel Edwards is injured, and so it's only it would be nice to give O'Shane a look in for the last two games. Thayer Mohammed say the West Indies is playing Gale as Pakistan plays Shahid Afridi. He is not playing to perform all the time, but when Afridi and Gale gets going, it's going to be big, always a threat to the other team's mind. All right, Thayer, I hear you. George said today Ireland also beat South Africa with but okay, Balbrand making 103. Yeah, man, Contact 20 had posted it in the earlier today. Yeah, man, George. Earlier. Kaden said the universe boss, he should make 200 runs in the last two games. He is the best. He should open at number two. Okay, I think you're saying he should open and not but at number 3. All right. Well, finally I've caught up to the comment sections. I was waiting to end the live, guys, but I wanted to make sure that I would have read everybody's comment, and I have reached there, so I am going to be closing it down shortly. I understand. I just didn't want to leave anybody hanging. And Blackwood, I am at your comment now, where you say the women's team is doing fantastic job, 3-0 in the T20 series and 3-0 so far in the 5-match ODI series. Yeah, man, Mr. Blackwood, you came on a little bit late, but we definitely spoke about that and we bigged them up. We alluded to the fact that they swept the T20 series and they are leading the ODI series also. Yeah, man. Quincy telling the people to hit the like button. Quincy, I tell them every single day to hit the like button. Every single minute. Can you imagine? One at a time, we had over 100 people on the live and only 20 likes. I talk out my throat and ask them to hit the like, but they're not hitting the like. Yeah, man. Jacob say respect to you, sports to the bone. Yeah, man, no problem. Big up all the time. Quincy said we need to show our support to sports to the bone. Yeah, man. All I ask of you guys, is to hit the like button so that YouTube will recommend the video and send it out. The more like that is on the video, the better it will be for the algorithm, and YouTube will send it out so more persons can see and join the movement. Can you imagine, guys? My channel don't run off Patreon, So all I'm asking is for you to hit the like button. Can you imagine if I post my Patreon link in the description below and tell you guys to go on and show some love to the channel? On a laugh after me, and not even like the chat, like the video. On not even like the video much less you go click Patreon link. I think it's easy. But yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, it is always good to share some cricket talk with you guys, especially people that are a bit older than I am, that can always talk to me about things of the past. As you can see, I wouldn't have watched a lot of cricket before the mid 90s or the late 90s, but I try to read and research a lot and things like that, so I can always be toe to toe in any conversation where cricket is concerned. Quincy said we need to show our support. Yeah, man, the like button will help grow the channel. Tell them no, Quincy. Kaden say I hope West Indies they win the last game. Yeah. All right. Blackwood say I hope Gabriel is fit for the next series. Hopefully we haven't heard anything of him since the test. Hope he's well rested and is ready to go. Yeah, man. Hope he's fit and ready to go. All right. I just gonna read a couple more comments and then I'm closing off, guys. Kenroy say Lewis will come back for Fletcher. Who will Captain Pollard come in for? Okay, who will Captain Pollard come in for? I'm thinking, well, I answered this a little earlier. I'm thinking they might rest Pollard for the rest of the series. Wouldn't be too bad. Let some other persons get a chance. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But if Lewis will maybe come back in, as regards to Captain Pollard, not sure. I don't know if they're gonna want to go for the spinner, one of the spinner, because Allen is doing good, Hayden Walsh Jr. is doing good. They won't necessarily trouble the Pacers. You know, if McCoy is fit, maybe McCoy is not fit. You know, so we'll definitely have to have a pacer. Not sure who will come back in for, but you know, we don't want to trouble the spinners. Richard, a Pat Cummins, Steve Smith were not in the touring squad is an out strengthened. Yeah, man, but really competitive as a team. Full respect and bravo to the World T20 team. I am feeling satisfied. Yeah, man. All right, so we're winding now, guys. Blackwood is saying, what's happening to Joseph? Joseph is in the ODI squad. He wasn't able to make this T20 squad, but Joseph is in the ODI squad. Blackwood is saying Thomas, Ola, Sinclair, Lewis, etc. can play in the last match. I doubt Joseph will play, but O'Shane Thomas would be nice to see him get a couple of games. But as regards to Joseph, I am assuming that he will play in the ODI. But we're gonna leave this one right here for now, guys. We are on for almost 2 hours. You understand? Over 50 minutes. I have been seated here talking to you guys. But we're gonna close off for now. And as per usual, you can watch out for a video tomorrow morning. I am going to try and see if I can go live before the game tomorrow. You understand? You know, maybe do a quick 45 minutes before the game. And then we will see how it go from there. But I'm gonna leave this one for now, guys. Big up on yourself. Zane, I'm out.